there's a problem with Twitter, Facebook, all these things being cheap and being free. It shouldn't be free, because if it is free, you can use bots to create imaginary issues. Where were you going with that? Can you elaborate on that?
The problem is it isn't free. They are divisive. They are many other things because they're not free. People think that they're free. They don't see the cost. But whenever you have this free sort of mantra, it is in reality anything but free. We have a system that sells you. You put in your information, you put in your photos, and they own it all. They get to use it all. They get copyright over what you're doing. They get access to all you're saying. They get to sell your information, basically to either governments or businesses or whatever else, so people can find out where you go, what you do, and then they can do that to promote advertising and sales and whatever else, and things you don't need or want, and ideas that really shouldn't be there. Why? Because Twitter makes a few cents every time. So rather than having knowledge of what things actually cost, we have a hidden cost. Now, the SEC back in 1999 actually took action against a number of decentralized companies who were saying that they were giving out shares and saying that they're not covered because, well, that new technology, they can do web IPOs, which is the modern word, is called an ICO. And they were issuing shares if people signed up on their site. So you put in your name, address, and some personal information, and they gave you shares. And guess what? Every time you put a mere email address, back in 1999, when there weren't that many email addresses, when advertising wasn't that big, the SEC analyzed that and still came up back then with your information was worth $11 just by doing that little bit. So right now we're in a world where we have much more information, where the richness of information about your life, if you have Facebook on your phone, is incredibly deep. And now we're selling all that information, and it's not $11 anymore. It's not cheap. Now, Facebook could make money without doing all this. Imagine if every day they got half a cent from you. That would still be profitable. Imagine half a cent from all their people. That'd be very profitable. That people could even have blog posts and whatever else that they sell, other things that they do online, and they could make money without having to have bank accounts set up, all sorts of things. Yet that's not what we're doing, because, well, billions of dollars of advertising, most of which is not really what anyone ever wants.
If Facebook got a half a cent every day from every user at 2.2 billion, that's 330 million a month times 12 is not a lot of money. It's 4 billion a year. They wouldn't be as profitable as they are today. Now, the negative.
How much do they get right now? Not in revenue, but in profit.
It's a lot more than 4 billion. It's a lot more than 4 billion. I mean, I know he lost money, 7 billion last week, but the only reason I'm asking this is because I'm going business model now. You made me think about business model, which is a completely different topic. Can a business model of charging me every day a certain amount really work for others to get in? Can it scale to 2.2 billion? I don't know if we can scale to 2.2 billion users.